Hey everyone, welcome to the Burnt Brass Homestead channel. Yesterday we worked in the garden starting early in the morning to beat the heat wave. While we managed to get all of our chores completed and had time to go out, we came back home to a power outage, which kind of sucked because I needed to make dinner. Had we known about the power outage, we would have likely grabbed something on the way home to eat. We have no idea what caused the outage because we didn't experience any storms, not even a little rain. However, reports state that the outage was caused by weather, so one can only assume it was the heat, but I'm not sure. In any event, we are attached to the grid like most people. Even though we are not off-grid, we strive to be capable of surviving off-grid should we need to. Being able to wash dishes, clothes, care for the animals, cook, and so forth, even without power. However, I do try not to have too many dirty clothes at any one time because I dread the day that I have to wash a few loads of clothes by hand due to a prolonged power outage. So I try to keep dirty clothes to a very minimum. With that said, walking into the house with no power 30 minutes before dinner, I really didn't care. I had no complaints. I didn't pout. I just didn't care. It only changed the apparatus I would cook on. I mean, we still have to eat, right? The reason I didn't care is because I truly want to be sufficient at maintaining somewhat of a normal lifestyle, or at least surviving during power outages. I want it to be second nature. So with the power outage, we went into our power outage routine, which is to grab a water tote from the basement and set it on the side of the sink. This is what we will use to wash hands, wash dishes, and as drinking water. Now, we know the power will be restored at any moment, so we had no problem using this water to clean any and everything we needed. Plus, we know how to filter water. I have a video on how to filter dirty water if you're interested. We have a rain catchment system container to collect water for the garden and animals, although we definitely need to build a bigger one to hold a lot more water. In the past, I used my camping gear and Mr. Buddy heater to prepare meals during power outages. Watch my video on how to convert a Mr. Buddy heater into a cooking apparatus. We also have a grill that is one side propane and the other charcoal, as well as a fire pit I recently made and cooked on. I also have a video showing that. Today, I am going to use the rocket stove my husband is building with bricks to cook our dinner. To be honest, my husband was all too happy to light up the brick stove, and I was kind of excited to use it for the first time because he normally grills our burgers on it and cooks our pizza and bread in the brick oven that he made. So preparing dinner during the outage was a bit on the fun side. Overall, dinner turned out great, and you would not have even known we were in the midst of a power outage. I do want to warn those of you who are on well water like I am. Unless you have one of those old-fashioned wells where you drop a bucket or pail down and pull the water up, during a power outage, your well will be useless because it runs off electricity. The pump runs off electricity. You will need to connect a generator to the well or have a way to temporarily fit it with some type of manual hand pump until the power is restored. So please keep that in mind. I sincerely hope that this video encouraged you to think about the things you need to do to survive without electricity for a short or long period of time. The way things are going, this is something that everyone should take a few minutes to think about. Basically, you want to ask yourself, how can you prepare a meal without electricity? Do you know how to filter water using natural resources around you? Can you provide water for your family and animals if you have any? Can you maintain a garden using a rain catchment system or other water source around you? Can you wash by hand and hang clothes? Can you maintain good hygiene? So it is getting dark. We already had our dinner. I cleaned the dishes, but the power still isn't on. It's still hot outside, and the chickens have run out of water. The meat birds, the layers are fine, but the meat birds have run out of water. So I am going to give the chickens some water from this tote. So again, you need to have a way to be able to provide water to not just your family, but also to your animals if you have any. Thanks for watching.